What movie did the best job of predicting the future, specifically of predicting today? For me, there is no question it is the 1999 film Fight Club, but not for the reason a lot of that film's fans think. Fight Club basically laid out a detailed template of what cult indoctrination would look like for the next few decades. To the point that if Gen Z kids watched that film today, they would probably find it boring because they would say, well, it's clearly just a satire of this guy. But it came out 26 years ago. But it lays it out step by step where you go to young men and say, hey, are you dissatisfied with your life? Do you feel emasculated by the type of work you're having to do, the type of people you're having to answer to? Do you feel like there are no opportunities in your life for heroism or greatness or even advancement? And they will say, of course, everybody feels that way. And then stage 2 of the pitch is, this is because the modern world has robbed you of your masculinity. That you have all of these natural urges inside of you that are being suppressed. And a lot of them will say, yeah, you know what, that sounds right. In fact, even the women in my life say that. They will watch movies of heroic, strong men of the past going on adventures and say, whatever happened to those men? But then comes the third stage of the pitch, and here's where the trick comes in. They say, if you follow me, if you do exactly what I say, I will restore your masculinity. And your masculinity, they say, is all of the stuff you loved doing at age 16. Wrestling around with your friends, vandalizing property, throwing your trash on the floor, rejecting all of society's rules about how to dress or groom yourself, not answering to anyone, not having to cooperate with anyone, and never, ever having to change anything about your behavior for a woman. In other words, they say, if you join me, I will let you be a man again, but they secretly mean, if you join me, I will let you stay a boy forever. Because, he says, it's ridiculous to think that true masculinity involves being dependable and hardworking and conscientious, about raising a family and even sacrificing for a family, maybe taking a job that you don't really enjoy, but doing it because it gives them the best life. That if you truly do think that your job is immoral or that the company you work for is evil, then the manly thing to do would be to quit and go through the difficult, often cringe-worthy process of learning a new trade. Because it doesn't take a true man to vandalize a building. A stray dog can do that. It's children who destroy things because that's the only way they can think of to bring about change. It's true that being a man takes courage, but the courage to tear things down is nothing. True courage is learning how to build. Anyone who tells you otherwise wants you to be their puppet.